I just wanted to make this video and say the way God talks to you sometimes is strange. Sometimes it'll just sound like your own voice. Sometimes it'll just be an urge to do something. It's hard to tell if you're just paying attention for a specific thing, because the enemy has spirits and stuff that they'll be able to mimic how your mind perceives it almost. You know, your mind is just chemical and stuff, so they could reproduce those same effects. You know, that's why they can appear as an angel of light a lot of the times, and you need discernment in order to be able to tell the difference. But ultimately, you know, the Bible says all things work for good for those who fear the Lord. The other day I felt like God had just told me to go and just take a walk around for no real reason. So I did. I didn't have any money or anything, you know, nothing to give anybody, nothing like that. I was just walking around, and I see this lady. You know, I was walking for maybe 15 minutes or so, and I see this lady sitting on this bench waiting for a bus. You know, and something, you know, I felt like God just told me, you know, just sit down on the bench. I didn't have to catch the bus. I didn't have to do that. You know, I wasn't even wanting to catch the bus. I didn't catch the bus. I wouldn't. That was never part of the plan. I just felt like He told me to do it, even though it seemed strange. And like as soon as I sat down, you know, she started talking to me, asked me how I'm doing. You know, I'm doing good. How are you doing? And you know, she's telling me basically she's having a hard time, and you know, that she's just trying to hold on. And I told her, you know, the best you can do is hold on. The Bible says those who endure till the end. You know, so God works in weird ways. He really does. For whatever reason, I could tell it meant a lot to her. You know, God is weird. When He was showing me how to hear and how to listen to Him, He'd be telling me things that had almost... He'd be telling me to walk one way, and then when I start walking that way, He'd tell me to turn around and start walking the other way. And, or even, you know, just walk through traffic and without even looking. It's like walk by faith and not by sight. And at the same time, though, the enemy was trying to do the same thing, using the same kind of tactics and trying to have me do the same thing. And for whatever reason, God was like warning me of it. Okay, now's the time to use prudence and wisdom and not just walk by faith. So, it's a strange thing. All I can say is, if you feel like God's talking to you and you just don't know what He's saying, you know, someone told me, a few people were telling me, basically, you know, get on your knees and pray. And pray until you know. God bless.